Hello, my name is Josh, and what I have here today is a banana. Now, I don't know what you think of when you see a banana. It could be a banana nut recipe that has been passed on through your family. It also could be a time where you split a banana smoothie with your dad. But I bet it would surprise you that there are 100 billion bananas consumed and harvested every year. They happen to be harvested mostly in tropical areas. India has 28% of the global supply at number 1. China gets 10% every year. And South America and Southeast Asia kind of pick up the rest. Hawaii happens to be the only state in America that commercially sells them. And the funny thing is, the Ugandans themselves consume 500 pounds of bananas every year. They also have tremendous health benefits. They're low in calories, non-fat, no sodium, and no cholesterol. They have vitamin C, B6, potassium, and fiber. They also contain the only food that actually contains the amino acid tryptophan, which combats depression. And surprisingly as well, they have trace and minute amounts of radiation. Not enough to harm us, but it's still an interesting thing about bananas. But the most interesting thing for me personally is out of 100 billion bananas and all the benefits, all the staple really to people getting nutrients in their bodies, is a single banana changed my life. Now, it's a funny thing, but it did. It was about 5 or 6 years ago, I was driving a convoy of vans along with about 24 other ones, taking kids to Carowinds for a youth trip from our church. And I was driving the van, and one of the snacks I had was a banana, so I ate the banana and didn't leave the peel in the car, so I threw it out the window. Now, I didn't know this, but it ended up being caught up by the wind, and it hit the van behind me in the window, driver's side window. Again, I didn't know this until we stopped for dinner, and the girl, who I thought was the most beautiful girl in the world and really distracted me from listening to her yelling at me and getting angry that I put so many kids in danger, she obviously did not appreciate the fact that I put these kids in danger. Well, the funny thing is, after that, there were continued jokes between the two of us about the banana and causing a car wreck. And that eventually developed into a date. And then it developed into more dates. And eventually, I proposed to her, and we are now coming up on 2 years of marriage. And again, it's a funny thing, thinking out of 100 billion bananas, the single banana peel from one of those bananas really, in my mind, altered the course of my life, and maybe a divine intervention, so to speak, of fighting through my nervousness to actually talk to a girl who I thought was pretty to begin with. And now the rest is history.